Have you ever had a paranormal encounter with a doll or other toy? When this listener reached out with her mind-blowing doll story, I knew I had to share it. Grab a snack, or a blanket and some holy water, and sit back because this one is disturbing. Hey Mandy, I need help sharing my story with people who probably won't think I'm crazy. So, I inherited my grandma's antique doll collection when she passed away about 5 years ago. When I say collection, I mean at least 100 of them. I keep a few of her favorites on my mantle next to her urn because she loved to be surrounded by these dolls when she was alive. I know this is going to sound crazy, but I swear it's all true. For a while after getting these dolls and settling them into my home, everything was perfectly normal. But then, about a month after my grandma's funeral, weird things began to happen. It was small things at first. I'd come home and a doll's head would be turned just a tad to the left or right, or a doll would be a few inches away from its usual resting place. At first I thought maybe I was just forgetting about rearranging them, or I thought it was a lack of sleep. But the dolls kept shifting, and things quickly escalated once I started noticing these odd occurrences. One night I was drifting off to sleep. I heard a loud crash from the living room. I reluctantly ran out to see what the heck happened, and what I saw sent chills down my spine instantly. All of the dolls were turned facing the wall, except one, who had seemingly been thrown off the mantel. I called out for my husband, who insisted it must have been a minor earthquake that shook and moved the dolls. It really rattled me, but he didn't seem bothered. The next night, I woke up to the sound of faint giggling coming from the living room. You guys, it was distinctly a little girl's laugh. I don't have any children, so the hair on the back of my neck stood up instantly. When I cautiously stepped out to check on the dolls, they were all sitting down in the spots where they once stood, with their heads slightly tilted in different directions, as if they had been playing a game or speaking to each other. Let me tell you, I didn't go back to sleep that night. And when I told my husband, he asked if I was feeling ill and insisted I spend the evening lying on the couch. He fixed me some soup. But that wasn't even the scariest encounter. One evening, my husband went out with his friends for a round, so I was enjoying a night of catching up with Dancing with the Stars and eating a pint of Ben & Jerry's in my bathrobe. I was staring intently at the screen, watching the cha-cha, or was it the rumba? When out of the corner of my eye, I thought I saw movement. When I slowly turned my head, I nearly passed out, as I witnessed one of the doll's tiny hands reach over and rest her hand on the arm of the doll next to her, as if she was trying to hold hands and skip off with her. I was so disturbed that I apologized out loud to my grandma for what I was about to do. So I grabbed the storage bin they came to me in and put them in the furthest corner of our basement. I topped it with one of Grandma's quilts. Out of sight, out of mind, right? For a few days, everything seemed normal again. Then, about a week later, I was standing in the kitchen unloading the dishwasher when I heard the sound of light footsteps coming up the basement stairs. My husband still doesn't believe me, and I still hear footsteps coming up the basement stairs sometimes, or even laughter down there in the middle of the night. I keep the basement door locked, but I always fear I will hear something in the middle of the night, come out to the kitchen, and see one of those dolls standing there. And that's where I leave you, friends. Yep, I'm just gonna lay that out there and take off, because dolls scare the crap out of me. Sound off in the comments if dolls creep you out, because I know they terrify me. And don't forget to like and subscribe. If you would like your story told, email me at the address in the description.